In this video, we break down the solution for challenge 4 of Ethernaut CTF. And this is a series of episodes for solving all Ethernauts challenges. So stay tuned for more. We explain the reasoning behind the solution itself so that you can do it on your own. So welcome to DecentraWise channel. I am Pedro, and here we share all things Web3 and blockchain development and security. So if you like this kind of content, join the party here as we share a lot of stuff. So without further ado, let's move on to Ethernaut. And here we can see all the challenges, and we are going to do challenge 4. So we select this. It's called telephone. So let's check what we have here. If you don't have your environment set up, like installing MetaMask and connecting MetaMask with OpenZeppelin, or if you find an error here or something like that, please add to our episode, the first episode in this series, where we talk about all those things. And we also have a video to, if you are having a problem and you don't see this like it is, it shows an error in the console, just go there and check it out. So telephone. We have to claim ownership of this contract. Cool. So what does this contract do? It has an owner, okay, and the owner is set in the constructor, okay, seems fine. And we have a function, change owner, which checks if the transaction origin is different from the message sender. It will allow us to set the owner. This is strange. Why? Because usually we check the message sender against the owner itself, not the transaction origin, because there is a difference between the message sender and the originator of the transaction. Meaning that if you are EOA or externally owned address, like an account, and execute this transaction, both will be equal, right? So MSG sender and transaction origin will be the same. But if your externally owned address or your account or your MetaMask account calls a contract, and that contract calls this function, the message sender of the here in this function will be the contract, and the transaction origin will be your externally owned account. So then we will have freedom to take ownership of the contract. So that's what we need to do, right? We need to go to Remix IDE, write a contract, and that contract calls this, and we are good to go. So let's do that. So we go to Remix IDE, but first let's do something here. We need to get an instance for us to play with. So let's get a new instance, and not found in the network. What's happening here? It's not connected. Let's connect. Account Polia, account 1. Okay, let's try again. Okay, level address, player address, blah blah blah. Get new instance. Now we have a pop-up, confirm, boom. We have an address for our instance. Let's double check it, instance, and there we go. We have the address there. Okay, so let's go to Remix. Let's create a contract here, new file. Let's call this telephone.sol. Okay, and now let's bring this. Actually, we don't need this. We need because we have to call the function. So let's bring this in. Okay, and boom. Okay, remix, everything is fine, don't worry. And so we have our telephone contract here. Let's create another contract called telephone attack. I love. So with this contract, we will have to call the other function. So let's, but we also have to receive the victim's address. So we need to have here the telephone public victim. There you are. And on the constructor, we receive an address and we save it. And now we are good to go. We have the address of the victim and we just need to create a function that attacks. So function attack, cool. And now we just do what we have to do. Victim dot change owner, and we send message sender, which is the one calling this function, which will be our own account, right? So that's it. We have our attack contract and it seems very cool. So let's do that, save, it's built, perfect. And now let's deploy it. For deploying, we need to grab this address, okay, copy, and now we go here and we choose our telephone attack and we want to deploy it with the victim address, this one, deploy. Let's also change to MetaMask, of course, and deploy. Now we have MetaMask confirming the transaction. Wait for the deployment to go through, and we have the contract deployed. There we go. We have our attack function here, and let's check before we run it. Let's check here who is the owner of the contract. So our contract dot owner. Sorry. So it's this address 2C. So let's attack it. So attack. There we go. Boom. Attack done. And let's check again. Now we have a different account, right? So and this is not the right thing. We didn't pass our account there, so we just got the contract address, I think. Let's check it out. So we did attack, and this is message sender. So why is it not my address? Let me again and try again. Now this, we go with boom, we have it, and let's do it. No, we have another account which is not mine. Why? This is this address. Yes, this is my account, and I'm not getting my account. I'm getting another account. Why? Let's check. MSC sender is the one passed to change owner. This is going to my second account. God knows why. Why is it? Let's connect MetaMask properly, because it is connected to my second account and not my account. Okay, so it had to be something like that. So it's fun to have these errors while recording, because it might happen to you. So deploy again. Let's go now with the correct account. Hopefully account 1. Yes. Now boom. Okay. And now we do the attack with our account 1. Perfect. And there you go. Now this should get our own account. Yes. 0x Cold is here. So we took over the ownership several times with several accounts, right? But this one is the one to go. So let's submit the instance and check if we are successful. And boom, we have completed this challenge. Okay, so this is it, guys. This is the way to have success with telephone. It's just implementing a simple smart contract that calls the other one. And hope you learned that it's risky to test TX origin because it might be different from what you expect, and we should always rely on message sender instead. So There are some use cases for transaction origin, but we need to understand how it works. So I hope you learned anything in this video. If you did, please go ahead and like it and subscribe to our channel for more. And thanks for watching, and check out the next videos on this series. Cheers. Bye-bye.